everyone. Welcome to Live Interactive English. This is Karen.
Hello, everybody. I am Shane.
Today we're looking at day 2 of the amazing algae. And the vocabulary words are mineral.
Mineral.
This cereal is packed with minerals.
Capable.
Capable.
No need to come along. I'm capable of finding my own way around town.
You'll get lost.
No.
Atmosphere.
Atmosphere.
The rocket successfully made it out of the atmosphere.
Ton.
Ton.
Elephants can weigh up to 7 tons.
Wow. Application.
Application.
This technology has many useful applications. So we're talking about the amazing algae. And last time we talked about some great uses. But can we eat algae?
Sure, why not? I mean, it's like food, right?
Oh, okay.
I mean, a lot of
is it good for our body?
like ocean animals and fish and stuff, they will eat algae. Actually, in fact, something called spirulina.
Spirulina. Okay.
Spirulina.
And it's a kind of algae.
Yeah, and you can eat it, or they sell it in powdered forms and things like that. And you can add it to food. It has more protein than red meat, but it doesn't have all the fat and the cholesterol. It has lots of vitamins and minerals, so it's kind of like a superfood.
And better yet, it's cheap to grow.
Oh, nice.
Right? So
Yeah.
it has a lot of vitamins and minerals.
And algae, growing algae can actually be really good. If you grow it in the water, it can help to get rid of some of the pollution.
So good for
in the water,
cleaning.
for cleaning the water.
And I heard you can actually put algae in the cow feed, like the food where we feed the cows, right?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because cows, when they go to the bathroom, they release a lot of methane gas, and that's really bad for the atmosphere.
It's worse than like cars and then, like some airplanes and trains, everything all combined together.
It creates an incredible amount of pollution, but by putting it in there, it can really reduce the amount of methane.
I love algae.
Right? So algae seems like it's going to save the future.
I know, it's the answer to many, many problems.
Wow, so let's give it a try.
Okay, let's learn more about algae.
Prepare to be amazed.
The amazing algae.
People have been eating algae for thousands of years, but one type, called spirulina, is especially healthy. It has more vitamins and minerals per gram than carrots, wheatgrass, and spinach. Each gram of spirulina gives you more protein than a gram of red meat, and it doesn't pose a risk to your heart. Best of all, it's cheap and easy to grow.
Welcome to Live Interactive English Magazine. Today's lesson is called The Amazing Algae, Day 2. Amazing, everyone, with a capital A, by the way. Capital A, amazing, capital A, algae as well. Anyways, hello, everyone. My name is Jeff.
And I'm Mike. And as you can see, Jeff and I are both really excited about algae. We thought before yesterday's article that it was just that green scum that grows on rocks in a
Pond scum.
In a lake, yeah, maybe on the inside of a glass that hasn't been washed or something like that. But we're finding out algae could actually save the world, and if it doesn't save the world, it will provide wrapping for sandwiches that's now biodegradable, and you can even make shoes that can be balled up and thrown around because they're so flexible, and that's because algae. Algae in your shoes, algae in your plastic, algae everywhere. It's going to be great.
It's better than that, Mike. We just won't have algae in our plastic.
No.
Hopefully, we'll be replacing plastic entirely with algae.
Well, that's what I mean.
And that will be so
It'll
awesome.
look like plastic, it'll work like plastic.
But it's algae and biodegradable. Anyways, people have been eating algae for thousands of years, but one type called spirulina is especially healthy.
I think that's spirulina.
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 Yeah, but if you go to a health store, you'll find it in there. What's so amazing about spirulina? It has more vitamins and minerals per gram than carrots, wheatgrass, and spinach. It's super healthy, which is why you would find it in a health store. This is good stuff for your body. Of course, vitamins, you know, vitamin A, B, C, E, D, all that kind of stuff that we get from fruits and vegetables. And minerals we also get from our food, especially vegetables like carrots, wheatgrass, spinach. Also, you get minerals from meat, I believe. Yeah, minerals, what is this? It's a noun. It's basically a natural substance, but it's inorganic, which is a fancy word for it's not living. So things like iron that you might get from calcium that
or
you
manganese.
Manganese that you get from something. Calcium you get from, of course, milk and things like that. Iron you get from meat, and I think spinach has iron, right?
Tons.
Yeah. So minerals, just like vitamins, are those building blocks of a healthy body. It's the kind of thing you want to get from a good diet. For example, this cereal is packed with minerals. So you might want to have a bowl for breakfast.
It's good for you.
Put some spirulina on top of it too.
Spirulina.
Yeah.
Each gram, everyone, each gram of
Spirulina
gives you more protein than a gram of red meat.
Wow.
And get this, it doesn't pose a risk to your heart. Man!
Wow.
Spirulina is great, and best of all, it's cheap and easy to grow. So,
Wow.
algae's awesome, but spirulina is even better. It's the best algae there is. Anyway, I hope I don't have to say that word ever again. That being said, it's now time for us to take a break. When we come back, hopefully we won't be talking about
spirulina.
Hello， 大家好，我是 Hanny。同学们看完第一天的课文，有没有对藻类改观呢？藻类不但可以用来做鞋子，也可以用来制造水瓶，还有食物包装，有助于减少塑胶垃圾。刚刚两位老师在开场白的时候提到 pond scum。Pond scum 是指浮在那种死水的水面上那种绿藻类层。那 scum 这个字就表示浮渣或者是浮垢。好，那今天课文一开始提到说，人们吃藻类已经有几千年的历史了。不过其中有一种藻类特别健康，叫做螺旋藻 （Spirulina）， 或者是有人念作 Spirulina。那螺旋藻它便宜又很容易栽种，每公克所含的维生素和矿物质比红萝卜、小麦草还有菠菜还要多，而且它每公克这个螺旋藻所提供的蛋白质比1公克的红肉还要更多。那最重要的是，它对心脏不会造成风险。好，文中的 wheatgrass 就表示小麦草。那这边有一个单字是 mineral 表示矿物质。老师们刚刚有列举一些矿物质，像是 iron 是铁， calcium 是钙， manganese 是指锰。另外 Mike 老师在解释单字时提到 inorganic 是形容无机的，那把字首 in 拿掉 organic 则是形容有机的。接回到课文中。
The amazing algae.
Although algae can be used for many things, one very important use is cleaning the environment. Algae are capable of removing harmful chemicals from polluted water, and they also remove carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. There are even plans to build algae wells around the city of Paris that can each remove over 1 ton of carbon dioxide from the air per year.
algae, especially spirulina.
Yeah.
They're awesome, yes, although algae can be used for many things. One very important use is cleaning the environment, so all jokes aside, yes, algae can actually or might actually replace plastic, which is awesome. And apparently, algae can do other things to clean the environment too.
That's right. Not only will we be using algae to not pollute the environment, but even the pollution that is there, algae can help us get rid of that stuff too. Amazing. It says algae are capable of removing harmful chemicals from polluted water. And they also remove carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. These are two major problems facing the environment. Dirty water and too much CO2 or carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. Is there anything that algae is not capable of?
I don't think so.
I ask you.
Algae can pretty much do anything.
We should just send algae to Mars and see what happens. It might, build a whole civilization.
Or it might just propagate itself and form more scum, whereas before there was a smaller amount of scum. But let's go ahead and talk about the adjective capable right now.
Okay.
If you are capable of doing something, you can do that thing. You are able to do that thing. So here, when we're talking about what algae is capable of, we're talking about what algae can do. That's it. For example, oh, no need to come along. I'm capable of finding my own way around town. Yeah, I can find my own way around town. I can find my own way around London town because I'm a native. I'm a local.
You're an elderly British man.
I live in London.
All right. Anyways, if you're in London, you're going to be breathing.
St. John's Wood.
Yes, if you're in London, you're going to be breathing, and if you're breathing, you can thank the atmosphere. That's basically, it's a noun. Basically, the atmosphere is just that big bubble of gas around the Earth. If you go up into an airplane really high, you'll be able to see the blue stuff, and up there, that's the black stuff. That's space, the blue stuff. Basically, you're seeing the atmosphere. You're seeing the air that creates that bubble around the Earth that keeps us all alive and provides us with wind and weather and other good stuff like that. So that's what the atmosphere is. It's a bubble of gases around a planet. For example, the rocket successfully made it out of the atmosphere. And once it did that, it was in space.
It was in space.
But you couldn't breathe anymore.
No, there's no air in space.
No.
Anyways, there are even plans to build algae wells around the city of Paris that can each remove over 1 ton of carbon dioxide from the air per year.
This is like what plants do, but just on a big scale.
On a bigger scale.
That's
now,
super cool.
Speaking of big, when we need to weigh big things, big heavy things, we can use this unit of measurement called a ton. Yes, the word ton is a noun. Usually a ton is 2,000 pounds. But I believe a metric ton is 1,000 kilograms.
That's right.
I'm American, so I don't know anything about the metric system. But yeah, usually 2,000 pounds, that's a ton.
That's right. And the British ton and the American ton are a little different. The metric ton's a little different. We should also point out that if you're reading a book from England, it's sometimes spelled
T-O-N-N-E?
T-O-N-N-E. That's right. So if you're measuring things in tons, be sure you're talking about the same kind of ton as the other engineer is, because it's a big difference. But it's also a really heavy weight. For example,
elephants can weigh up to 7 tons.
Really?
Yeah.
7 tons?
14,000 pounds.
That's amazing.
All right, folks, with that, it's time for us to take a break, but don't go away. We'll be right back after this.
藻类有一个很重要的用途是清洁环境，它们可以把受污染的水里面的有害化学物质移除掉，也可以把大气中的二氧化碳移除掉。现在甚至还有一个计划是在巴黎市区里面各个地方来打造藻类井 （algae wells）。有了这个藻类井，每年可以将空气中超过1吨的二氧化碳移除掉。好，文中的 carbon dioxide 就是二氧化碳。那我们这边要来看3个单字。Capable 是形容词，形容有能力的或是能够怎么样的。我们常常用 be capable of 加上名词或动名词来表达可以怎么样，能够怎么样。至于 atmosphere 它是指大气层，那这个字也可以指气氛或是环境。至于 ton ton 是指吨，那是一个重量单位。Trav 老师说，他们在美国，也就是在美制单位里面，1吨是相当于2000磅。那在英制单位中，1吨是相当于2240磅，大约是超过1000公斤，1016公斤左右。而我们从小到大数学课用的公吨，则是叫做 metric ton， 这个1公吨就相当于1000公斤。好，那老师还提到说，公吨有时候会写作 T-O-N-N-E ton， 不过这个字在美式英语中是比较少见的，介华课文中。
The amazing algae.
One surprising way algae helps our environment is through its use in cow feed. Farmers have discovered that feeding a certain species of algae to cows significantly reduces their methane gas output. This is a very big deal because the methane from cows does more damage to our environment than all the world's cars, trucks, and airplanes combined. Algae's many applications make them far more important than most people would think. These organisms may be humble in appearance, but they sure are huge on usefulness.
Okay, moving on. Next, we're going to learn even more about algae. Yeah, algae can do anything, Mike. Anything. And some of the things that algae can do, well, some of these things are actually somewhat surprising. Get this. One surprising way algae helps our environment is through its use in cow feed.
In cow feed?
Cow feed.
Interesting. There are, of course, a lot of cows raised around the world for both meat and for milk and things like that. And yes, growing all of that grain that the cows need to eat is a huge waste of land and water and other resources, so this could be good. Farmers have discovered that feeding a certain species of algae to cows significantly reduces their methane gas output. This is good news for the environment because methane gas, which comes out of the back end of a cow, is actually a big source of air pollution, a big source of global warming. So if we can cut down on the cow poots, that's good for all of us.
Yes, this is a very big deal, a good thing, because the methane from cows
Smells bad.
smells bad and does more damage to our environment than all the world's cars, trucks, and airplanes combined. So all jokes aside, cow farts are not a good thing.
No.
The problem of cow farts can be solved by algae.
That's a lot of cow gas.
That's a lot of cow
Amazing.
methane, a lot
So
of
there-
CH4.
Absolutely. So there you go. 2 days of proof that algae is amazing. So let's wrap it up. Algae's many applications make them far more important than most people would think. I think we've proven that over the last 2 days. Everything from plastic wrap and shoes to carbon sinks and giving cows less gas. What a bunch of amazing applications for the very simple alga, to use the singular form. What is an application? This noun is basically a use of something. It's how you use something. When we talk about an app on a phone, APP, that's short for application. It's something that you use to do something. Basically, that's about it. For example, this technology has many useful applications. You can use it in many ways.
So it's kind of like an employment.
It's
of
an
something.
employment,
Yeah,
yeah.
we talked about that word before. Anyways, these organisms, algae, may be humble in appearance,
Sure.
but they sure are huge on usefulness. Now, speaking of usefulness and usage, yes, very often the word alga isn't used. When people talk and they talk about algae, algae will be used as though it were either singular or plural. So if we made small mistakes, or if I made small mistakes talking about algae as far as grammar is concerned, that's because when people talk, they usually don't follow the rules of grammar, especially when it comes to words like alga.
Unless
Keep it with algae.
Unless you're an algae scientist, in which case,
You have to be specific.
bravo, well done. Let's look at our what do you think question. The question we have for you today on the topic we've been talking about. Do you think that the use of algae for these purposes will become more popular?
Yes, I think that they will become more popular because removing plastic from the environment, okay, is super important. Remember, plastic doesn't biodegrade, so if we can replace plastic with algae, we will be doing very good by Mother Earth.
Finally, some good news for the future. I like these good news stories
Me
about
too.
the environment. Often we see all the sort of doom and gloom and bad news. Here's some good news. Algae is amazing. The title of our article was right on. All right, that's it.
Algae are amazing.
Algae are amazing. Thank you. The title was right on. Thank you, algae, and all you alga out there. We love you all. We'll see you very soon. We'll be back with more interesting articles in the future. Bye-bye.
Bye.
藻类可以运用在很多方面，它们除了减少塑胶垃圾、清洁环境，还有一个很惊人的用途，就是 农夫发现啊，以某一种特定的藻类来喂牛，可以大幅降低它们的甲烷排放量。这非常重要，因为当牛它们在排放废气，像是什么打嗝、放屁之类的，它们所排放的甲烷对环境造成的伤害，比全世界的车子、卡车、飞机加起来还要多。要是在牛饲料里面使用藻类的方法能够奏效，这就可以帮助环境减少许多的废气污染。我们最后来看单字 application。Application 是名词，它表示应用、运用。那现在我们手机里面有很多应用程式，那些应用程式我们通常把它叫做 APP， 其实应该念作 App。App 就是 application 的简称。至于补充单字 methane 是指甲烷，那么 output 它是指排出量或者是产量。好啦，那么以上是今天的讲解，同学别走开，马上回来哦。大家好，我是 Hanny。在今天的课程中，我们要介绍4个文法重点。第一个是 pose 的搭配词，第二个是 a big deal， 第三个是 do damage to somebody or something， 第四个是 A, B and C combined。首先，我们来学习 pose 的搭配词。pose 做动词可以指造成或是引起，受词常常是表示风险或问题的名词。那么常见的搭配词包含 pose a risk 表示造成风险， pose a threat 造成威胁， pose a danger 造成危险， pose a problem 造成问题等等。这些用法的后方可以接 to 再加名词，表示对某人或某事物造成了什么。例如Air pollution poses a serious threat to our health. 空气污染对我们的健康造成严重的威胁。接下来，我们来学习 a big deal， 表示至关重要或是非常重要的事物。相反的 ，it's no big deal 就表示没什么大不了的，没什么问题。例如 ，The competition was a big deal for Emma. 那个比赛对 Emma 来说非常重要。再看个例句。No worries, it's no big deal. 别担心，这没什么大不了的。接下来，我们来学习 do damage to somebody or something， 这表示对什么什么造成伤害，对什么什么有害。damage 在这边是做名词来表示损坏或是伤害。要特别注意的是，这个用法当中的 damage 常用在受词是无生命的事物。如果是生物，可以将 damage 改用 harm 来表示。例如 The typhoon did severe damage to the island. 台风对那座岛屿造成严重的损害。再看个例句 Negative emotions can do harm to your body. 负面情绪可能会对你的身体有害。最后，我们来学 A, B and C combined 来表示把 A, B 和 C 加在一起 A, B 和 C 的总和。例如 He makes more money than Tom, Jake and Ian combined. 他赚的钱比 Tom, Jake 和 Ian 的总和还要多。以上是今天的重点整理，我们下次见喽 See you next time. Bye.
欢迎收看就爱讲英文，我是悠悠，
我是季安。
我跟你说，现在的女生真的很伟大、很辛苦，不仅仅要当职场的女强人，还要结婚生孩子，还要请产假，那时候还被刁难。
对，
哦，这可能工作还为这个不保，是不是很不公平？公不公平？哎，你们男生真正看了你。
对，真的。辛苦你了。
当然，
辛苦你。
就我跟你说，有一天我要是请产假，我就要准备了。准备当中，请产假怎么说？
请产假呢，一般分2种，一个就是女生自己请的，
那当然了，
女生对本人要生的啊，
对啊，
那就是 maternity leave。maternity
leave，
这个 maternity 呢是 maternal 这个字来的啊，就是跟妈妈有关的，所以 maternity leave 就是女生的产假。
是，
但如果先生要陪产嘛，对不对？啊，那个叫做
确定。是陪太太的哦，
是陪太太，对，叫做 paternity
paternity leave。
paternity 好，所以 paternal 就是爸爸的，所以 paternity leave 就是呢男生的这个陪产假。OK， 所以他在这个产假，就是某个人 is on maternity leave。
某个人 is on maternity leave，或是 paternity leave。
对，
差一个字差很多哟。
对。
比如说，哎呀，你知道 Sherry 刚这个请产假，因为她上礼拜刚生完。
你就说
工作我都在做。
对 ，Sherry is on maternity leave， 差点讲错 paternity， 怪怪的啊。Sherry is on maternity leave since giving birth last week。
Sherry is on maternity leave since giving birth last week。
自从上个礼拜生小孩之后，她就请产假啦。OK， 那 give birth 就是生小孩，给予生命嘛。
Give birth，
对，
妈妈生小孩，爸爸要请这个陪产假。
对，所以你就可以说 ，OK， 杰克啊 ，Jack should be on paternity leave right now because his son was born yesterday。
所以 Jack 就不能说 maternity leave 哦 ，Jack should be on paternity leave right now because his son was born yesterday。好，那我准备去请产假喽。
好啦，我们看一下
5年后，Live action.
Where's Sherry?
Oh, she took a month off.
Oh, a month?
Yeah.
What happened to her?
She's on maternity leave since giving birth 2 days ago.
That's great news. Let's go visit her sometime.
You sure?
Yep.
She's your ex-girlfriend.